Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to SubHub Grading, SubHub Sports Cards. Today we're going over our BGS Premium order. This was an order, I wasn't sure what it was, so I opened up the box. My apologies, but we had a really rough grader on this one, and I just kind of want to showcase the order. It's a small order, premium, very expensive, and it's a shame that we got hammered so hard, but here we go. So this was a recase, and let me see if I have, yeah, I got it right here. This was a crack and resub on this card. You can see it was sent in recently compared to the serial number there, but I don't even think that they graded this card. Because centering to me is definitely not an A5. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you think this centering is an 8.5. To me it looks more like a 9.5. Then you go to the back, there is a little bit, it's off top to bottom, so I could see this centering getting a 9. But as far as centering goes, I think this grade is bogus. I would personally resub this with a different company, SGC, FCG, something like that. Also, the surface on this card is very, very good. It's definitely not an 8.5. I went over this card multiple times. I know you can't tell from this video, but the surface is really clean on this card. So I definitely recommend the owner to resubmit this card. Again, we did have a tough grader, but it's kind of funny how this was just submitted with an 8.5 centering and it got an 8.5 centering again. I will say that the edge grade did go up, but yeah, surface and centering stayed the same at 8.5, which I can't believe. So that's that card. I wanted to get that out of the way. After that, not so bad. We got a Jordan Love 9. For the thick cards, they're really tough. This card does have a little bit of surface issues, so I think that's a fair grade on this one. Nice card there. After that, we have a Dak Prescott. This is one of the white box or black box cards given out at the Nationals. Very cool, 101 Dak rookie. Fair grade there, I think, as well. A little rough on the corners, if you ask me, but this one also is a fair grade. Did have some surface damage. Great card. 9.5s everywhere except the surface. If I remember correctly, it was indentations, and I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera or not. They're right in by his face. But still, a 7.5 is pretty tough on this card for the surface grade. I think it should have been like an 8 or an 8.5. But not horrible, I guess, for small indents. But again, I think that we had a tough grader, so it happens sometimes. Sometimes you'll get graders that are very tough, especially on these more expensive orders. This one is rightfully so an 8. There are some indentations right here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks like it was almost drawn over, or someone tried to take out, tried to fix it themselves or something. You see that right there? It's hard to see, but there's a bunch of little lines. Could have been someone writing over the card. That's why when something's, say you're going to write a sticky note on a raw card, and it's in a, say it's in a card saver. Card savers are one of these guys. Okay, real thin. and let's say you put this on the card saver, and then you go to mark it and you write on it. I'm not going to do it on the card, but let's just say, here we go. Say that card's in here and you're going to submit it for grading. And you write on the card, you know, please sub card. So we write right on there with a ballpoint pen. A lot of times that can go through. In fact, you can even see it on the card saver itself. But that can indent into your card. So it's real important that you write your note first and then you stick it on the card. Just a little food for thought there. So it looks like that's what happened here, possibly. There's indents on the card. So still, as an 8, as a Stephen Curry rookie, I would definitely still have it slabbed. And it's in an 8 now. So it's protected. You won't ever have anything like that happen again. Now this card, oh boy, don't get me started. This card was something I did mention to the owner of before we sent it in, because I've seen this happen before and I think it's completely bogus. I can't stand that they did this. They do it all the time. Not every time, but they do it more times than should be. So take into consideration if you have a card with an inscription or even an auto that it looks like the player has gone over. Like say they signed it and then, you know, they just want to touch it up because it didn't look exactly right. So in the inscription, you'll see it looks like this was written over with a blue pen, which it was, by the signer or whoever wrote that date. I'm assuming it's the signer. And he didn't do his hash marks good enough, so he went back over and did them again. BGS says possible tampering with the inscription. And I had a feeling this might be why the card wasn't graded, and sure enough, that's what happened. Now if you go look at other cards of this same set, you'll see same thing. A lot of players did that. I don't know if it's the player that wrote the date or someone at Upper Deck, but because they did that, this card was deemed not gradable. So keep that in mind when you're sending to BGS. I haven't seen it with SGC and I haven't seen it with PSA, but BGS, for some reason, they don't want to grade it just in case. I think they should do some research and look at the rest of the cards in the set before making that determination. And then last but not least, you see it up there in the top, 2017 National Treasures, Patrick Mahomes. That's his rookie year. National Treasures, Jumbo Book Patch Auto. Boom. That is a beauty. That is a beauty. Do I think the grading was harsh? Yes. It got 8.5 centering, 8.5 corners, 9 edges, and an 8 surface. This card is much cleaner than that. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be up for sale, so that's not really a concern of the owners. He wanted it slabbed and protected. Still an 8.5, which is respectable, but the subgrades could have been much, much higher, and I think this card should have been a 9. It's a very solid card. To get an 8 on surface, you really need like indents in the card, something of that nature, dimples, multiple dimples, and this card just simply does not have that. It's a beautiful card. Congratulations on this one. Hope you're happy with it, and that's it for this BGS Sub Premium Edition Tough Grades at Beckett. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Stay good, and I'll see you soon.